Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line. What's that? 55! Check, 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 check! Ready? 55,
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check 55, Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
From the 27, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Jets take over first and 10. Let's go. 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. On first and 10, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on second and long. Darnold escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He gets it to Brown, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Bell. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1. On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Rolling to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now off to the races down the right side. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way way to the upper reaches.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw again is Jackson. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Jackson throwing once more. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. On second down, Dobbins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jackson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
No. Check nine. He's coming.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Check 99. Check 99.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch the screen.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
On third down, Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll roll him out right. And his pass incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 43.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got it, lady. You go take. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 44, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. Buying time to his left. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
He's coming, lady. 55, mark, 55. Hey, here I come. Greystone, travel. Kill. Watch twist. No, lady. Check 3.
Now they are going for it. Darnold. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, this defensive pressure has been coming.